Sponsored by Bet365.
Vodafone Super Rugby semi-final time, and we're going to bring you both matches here on the Bet365 preview show. And the one that all Australian rugby fans will be watching are the Brumbies taking on the Jaguares. And look, the result that came by last time is the Brumbies, they went down by 5 points, 20-15. They should have won that game in Buenos Aires last time. And this time they're still outsiders. Jaguares, $1.60 in this one. And so they should be. They've been in sensational form. And it all sort of started with that huge win over the Waratahs, where everyone started to say these guys are a title contender and they've made it to the Final Four, but still a lot of work to do. It's the one side they probably don't want to play because the Brumbies are just in great form. They do lose Pete Samu, but you bring in Lockie McCaffrey, who's probably been their unsung hero this year. No loss there, so I think the Brumbies are still looking very good. It's going to be a hard one for me to go against the Brumbies, not because they're a team close to my heart. I just think they've got some good form on the board. Their set piece has been very good, and that's the only factor I'm seeing as a bit of a highlight in this one. It's just the way the Jaguares attack from everywhere which got me worried, but the Brumbies are a very, very good defensive side, and all the teams they've played in these last few rounds have been attacking teams, and they've been able to dismantle them. No changes to their team except at that one at number 8 will the real change, and I just think they can make it through to the finals. And who knows, if they can win here and an upset on the cards with the Crusaders and the Hurricanes, could be a home Super Rugby final for Australia. But they've got some work to do in this one. I am going to tip them. I think they've got the best value at the 1-12 mark. So if you're going to have a punt on them, do it at 1-12. You'll get some good odds there and take them home, the Brumbies fans. I do think they can win this, so get on them. Back in the Brumbies, 1-12. This other semi-final is an absolute blockbuster. Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. Where have the Crusaders gone wrong this year? Only just to the Waratahs and, of course, the Chiefs there, which was a bit of a slip up in Fiji, but they've been the form side this year, no doubt about it, and the form side in this competition's history. But the Hurricanes have hit some form of late, and it's been led by Barrett, who's just been an absolute star for them, voted. It's the one side, I reckon, if you're a Crusaders fan, the only team you wouldn't want to play in this final series would be the Hurricanes. They worry them a little bit, and history shows that these games are always close between these two sides. So it has me worried to some degree. Look, I'm going for the Hurricanes only because I'd love to see an Australian Super Rugby final here in Canberra, but I think the Crusaders are going to be too hard to beat. They've lost those 2 games this year, and I think that hiccup against the Chiefs was the perfect recipe for them to go into this, and it wasn't too much of a blowout last week. They didn't win by that much. So are they there for the taking? Potentially. It's all hope on my end. I think the Crusaders will win this, and I think they'll win it pretty well. I'm looking at the line too, a generous one for the Hurricanes. If you want to take some value and take some risk out of it, that's not a bad bet, the Hurricanes plus the start, but I do think the Crusaders will win. I think they'll win by the 1-12 margin. And of course, with both games this weekend, if you're going to have a punt, please do so responsibly. And as always, with the final series, both radio calls will be live on Rugby.com.au. So stay tuned here for all the match reports and highlights. And we'll see you here next week for the Super Rugby final.